Hello, good morning. Oh, the screen for the Facebook Live looked a little different. That was interesting. So, I am doing a live video early in the morning. I'm usually not doing these early in the morning, but I've had an interesting past 12 hours. I don't feel good. Um, my stomach don't feel good, and I'm assuming that has to do with sugar. I'm having ticks a little bit right now on my legs, so that's not fun. But I went to sleep really early last night, woke up really early this morning. I've been trying to do that since the middle of December, but I finally just got it, like, my schedule flipped, but also don't feel good, and so I'm kind of like, drinking tons of water right now. I think that's probably gonna do better. But it's amazing, like, not feeling as sick as I did when I woke up. But how quickly I can fix it. And 6 months ago, before, I couldn't do that. Of course, I wasn't waking up feeling nauseous either. But I think that's pretty amazing, and I'm really happy about it. Even though I don't feel well, I woke up. Well, I was nauseous, but I was also tremoring kind of badly, and I'm like, don't have the mind about me at the moment to, like, really think through why that is, or research it, like, start that part, because that's new, or not something that happens very often. And I was like, so I'm trying to get some water in me. Ugh. What? I had a bunch of tooth pain flare up last night. I was like, damn it. This is really bad timing for a tooth to be flaring up. So I got all my painkillers out and everything. Woke up nauseous, took up some more painkillers, and feeling a little better, but just have to wait it through. Because from other stuff, my mind is a little foggy right now, and not really sure what to do with myself when I feel like this. So it's like, or nothing too extra. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I have been doing a decent job at organizing things in my life, and it has been very, very, very tedious and very, very, very slow. But I am at a place where I can take sick days and relax. It just sucks how much I've been sick here lately, constantly. Gross. So, ooh. I got overheated this morning, too, so I don't really know which one came first. Then the nausea may have popped up because I feel, because I got overheated. But, I looked at some of my doctor's stuff yesterday, and my numbers, for my test, and my cells and stuff come got good, no abnormal cells or anything. I was like, that's awesome. Like, that's a whole bunch of different organs that I have, like, you know, good health in. I'm like, that's a positive. It was a good feeling to read. Speaking of that, I gotta figure out where. Here it is. I apologize. I was like, I'm taking a vitamin that's prescription strength, and it's time to take it. I take it once a week, but other than that, all that's good. Oh man. Finally went away, the nausea. That was bad. Ugh. Made me feel like I was gonna die. Just going, like, eating right before I go to sleep. Oh, God, that was gross. Fried food. Ugh. The news is popping up on my phone this morning. It is early, like I said. It's not insanely early. It's not like 5 or anything. I think it's like 7. Yeah, 7:30. Not quite 8 yet. And I was bored and nauseous and really wanting for that to stop. And I think maybe doing a vlog video like helped my attention level like change too. I think it may have made me feel a little better. Ugh. Cooling down. I didn't check my temperature. Oh well. I'll feel better after this winter weather passes. I love snow and, you know, fresh air and stuff as much as the next person, but the icy roads scare me. Cars and icy roads, vehicles, and people driving on them. Goodness. So I tend to kind of stay put in place and try not to drive a whole lot when there's ice and stuff out on the roads. Freaks me out a little bit. I apologize. I'm a little out of it today. Of course, feeling nauseous like I did, it kind of freaked me out a little bit, so I'm like in shock a little bit. hoping that there's some groceries at the grocery store. And people aren't too wild this week. I mean, I know everybody's got a grocery shop, but still. Ooh. Man, it feels nice to be able to do something about having tics and stuff like that. It really does. And feeling nauseous and I could not think clearly, get myself together really too much before I started taking the antidepressant. I'd be okay for a couple days and something would happen, and it was just like that constant for a couple of years. And not nausea or anything like that. I don't really ever remember having nausea problems during any of that, but well, like diabetic signs have not been too crazy or anything. I've had those problems like off and on my entire life. It's just like an added on bonus kind of thing to whatever else is going on. So, and like right now, I am like last couple days, next couple days, it's not too surprising to me that I feel a vibration in my gut at times and feel a little icky. The nausea is not something that normally happens, but of course I've been eating a whole lot more than I was eating, so but it's funny, like I have a little tiny bit of mental illness issue during this period where I notice like I guess that would be considered anxiety, because like I want to write my doctor and ask her a question, but also I'm like, the only reason why I want to write her and ask her a question is because I don't really trust the Google results to ask the medical question. But at the same time, the only reason why I'm having these medical questions is because I don't feel good. And so I'm like, this is something of like, so I'm feeling anxious. And I'm like, I'm handling it. Like, much, much better. It really isn't a whole lot like a very severe anxiety. But, I do notice that it's tiny bits. It's not in any way, shape, or form mania, but like, I just think it's interesting how much better I handle it versus what I was doing, because what was happening and what's been happening and during the seizures and stuff is when I would have anxiety, I would act out, like trying to sort it out and trying to get it to go away. And what it's supposed to be doing, home care projects, notifications, what is supposed to happen and what happened this week is usually I get quiet. I just don't talk during that period. I mean, it's not real extreme. It's not like schizophrenia or anything like that. It's just a very light touch of anxiety where, like, I can't think very clearly. Well, I can think clearly, but, like, there's certain levels of activity that are a little bit more complicated for me during that time, so I could get kind of confused about some things. Like I don't like to spend money when I don't feel well. I think that's so interesting. I feel much more in tune with myself and calm than I did 6 months ago. And that's really fantastic. You know, if I have to continue not feeling good and stuff like that on a schedule, then at least it's nice to be able to handle it. So it's nothing like freaking out every time you get sick and getting upset and feeling, you know, scared out of your mind, or I don't know, there's a whole bunch of things that was going on. Ooh. So, yeah, I am going to be not very active today, I can tell, and focusing on drinking water. I don't have a lot to say, like I said, so I can state that, but like I can't do the processing that, you know, causes the like shut down a little bit. Ooh. And that is a creative thing, so my creativity like really takes a break sometimes. It's just I'm working with like a different field is what happens. Like it's a really interesting thing that happens, actually. I wonder why exactly it does that, I don't know. Well, this was comforting. I feel way more calm than I did an hour ago. So it's good. And it still, you know, is like working with like 0 to 20% versus like, you know, 80 and 100 like I was dealing with last summer. But yeah, weather is supposed to be here in the morning. I think it's the 30th of January. Is it the 30th? Yes, it's Friday the 30th, January 2026. I hope everybody is feeling really good and really great and has a good day. And I'm not like my favorite season isn't winter, but like I really like the cold weather and I like winter and I like to be busy during the cold times. So I'm kind of sad that I'm stuck in the house right now, even whether there's like snow on the ground or not. But I hope everybody has a lot of fun in the cold in the winter and doing winter things. I don't know, that sounds weird, but like I hope everybody's staying warm and is bright and sunshiny when it's not bright and sunshiny outside. So I guess that's what I was trying to describe. Alright, hope everybody has a good day today.